what do you most spend your money on?
Traveling. For the last year and a half, I travel a lot. So almost all my money goes to traveling. The rest of it probably goes on food.
Okay, so what's your favorite meal of all meals?
Pizza. My favorite food is pizza.
Pizza.
Um, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't really have another answer.
So
Pizza.
what's with pineapple on pizza? Like, do you like pineapple on pizza?
No, I don't agree. I don't understand why people put pineapple on pizza. Absolutely no. I don't think it goes. It shouldn't be on pizza. What do you think?
Well, in Iraq, we mostly have two types of pizza. It's either shawarma pizza. It's
Oh.
always shawarma pizza. They put pieces of either meat or chicken. Some
Hmm.
people like to leisure themselves and have a veggie pizza, which is something I don't really understand.
I didn't realize shawarma goes on pizza as well, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So
Ah.
the second question is: are you a social person or do you like being alone? Like, how does it work?
I would say I'm 80% a social person and then like 20% like being by myself. Until I started traveling, actually, or actually since COVID, I hated being by myself. I have to be around people. Um, I hated my own company. And, I was living in a house with people that were working. I was at home by myself. But no, I really like talking to people from, especially traveling, people from different countries to see like what they're interested in, what their country's like, things like that. So I would say more a social person than enjoying my own company.
Yes, a social person is exactly like you, who likes to spend time with people, which is pretty normal. I don't know why people would think that it's cool if someone likes to be alone. It's okay. It's also cool to be with people. Like, there's this
Yeah.
image of the perfect person who spends his time alone. It's
Yeah.
okay to be alone, people.
Yeah. What about you? Do you prefer being alone or you prefer being socializing or a mix?
To be honest, I have a lot of friends, but we have not a clear image of the word friend. People would think friend who's someone we see every day, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's not necessarily true. For example, I have like uh, I don't know, 7 close friends like I can really depend on, but I don't see them like once a year. I only call
Okay.
them when I need them.
Yeah.
So some of them would say like, "You only call me when you need me." I said, "Yes, I only call you when you, and you should do that too. When you need me, when to call me."
Like when I was younger, I would see my friends all the time. And now, yeah, you see them 4 or 5 times a year. Well, for me, and then you catch up on everything that you've missed.
Yeah, for me, my dosage of friend is like an hour a month. That's it. I really hate wasting time, especially talking to people. And to be honest, we catch up in like less than an hour. Then we just
Okay.
start, yeah, sitting around doing nothing, playing games. So that's it. A really nice question. So, what makes you dislike a guy immediately? Like the first impression, you're just like, that's not my type.
Somebody who is what we call, which I don't think is even an English word, um, somebody who's like overconfident, far too overconfident in himself, which we
Like,
call in Ireland.
cocky.
Yeah, is cocky a real word?
I guess cocky is a word. Yeah, it's a slang word.
I think everyone should have some confidence, and confidence is attractive, but some people you're like, oh, it's like you're too confident. And then for me, that's something that I'm like, no, no, you love yourself too much. You should love yourself. You should be confident, but then there's like a level. Yeah, over a level, like you're too cocky, then no. Or someone maybe actually as well, someone who's rude to anybody else. If
Yeah,
you're rude to somebody else or you make a rude comment, then no. Like it's not
yeah.
okay, I think.
Well, that's a problem I'm facing nowadays because you see, it's funny, but I stopped complimenting people. I decided to stop giving compliments. I stopped not saying the truth. So whenever I see something off or someone says something unreasonable, or I feel like he's lying, I said like, "Why are you lying?" I just say it straight to his face. I know it might sound rude, but I'm not ready to listen to someone who tells lies or show off or say something I don't like. So
Hmm.
I just tell him. Yeah, it's to be
Ah,
honest, it's kind of rude, but
yeah,
uh,
that's man.
it is. It is.
Ah, you have like the same words as us. You say like showing off as well.
Yeah,
How do you know that phrase?
show off.
So in the last year and a half, I feel like we've said this quite a few times to people like in European countries, and they're like, showing off? Well, what does that mean? Where do you live? Sorry.
I live in Iraq. By the way,
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you live somewhere else, but you're from Iraq. That like, but
no,
I said
I
this like
haven't even.
three times in the last year, and people are like, I don't understand. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really make that much sense, but
Yes, and to be honest, my English is not really good. A lot of my friends have better English, and they haven't even traveled. So it's
oh no,
being
your
exposed
English
to
is
much,
really good. If
exposed
I
to so
had
much.
this level in any language, I would think like, oh, I'm so good.
Well, having a broken English means that you have another language, which is good.
Yeah,
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 nobody can
no,
mock you for having a fragile English. No, it means
no.
that you have mastered another language, which is
Mhm.
impressive. Especially Americans, when I'm sorry, but it's not that I don't like Americans, but they think that the world is centered around them, and they have
Totally
this.
agree.
I hate it. So they mock other. Sometimes they mock, they correct other people when they make mistakes. No, it means I can speak another language. Can you?
Yeah.
They haven't even mastered their own English, which is pretty funny. Like if you open
Yeah.
a dictionary and you start asking them, they don't even know half of the words. So you don't even know your own language, let alone another language. So uh,
Yeah, that's what I think as well. People like when traveling and stuff, people are like, I'm so sorry, my English is broken. And I'm like, your English is like a million times better than any, because I was traveling and I don't speak any Spanish. I was learning it as I go. And I was like, look at, I don't have any Spanish. I have so little words. Like your English is really good. Especially like English, it's hard. Like learning a new language is so hard,
yeah, it's
I think.
very uncomfortable to be judged with your language.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, you must be kind to people who have a fragile language, I guess. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm running out of time, but it
Yeah.
was awesome talking to you today.
You too. Enjoy the rest. I don't know, is it day or night for you? Is
Yeah,
it
it's
daytime?
it's great. Yeah, it's 11 a.m.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Bye, you too.